Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Wrestling Road Rage, where we're covering the predictions for SummerSlam. It is I, the SKF Effect, Steven. I am joined by Ichiban #1 Tafkai Rendapunk.
That's a long name. We'll go with this
and then
guy.
The queen of the ring for Wrestling Road Rage, Rhiannon. Which, if you heard her on commentary, because she hasn't, tell her, she actually did pretty good.
Salty.
But, so let's get right to it with SummerSlam, starting with the kickoff match, which is Rusev Day and Lana Day in a mixed tag team match against Almas and Zelina.
This is a very difficult choice for a person like me.
It really hurts the heart.
Really, like, the head and the heart completely disagree with each other, but agree with each other, and then disagree with each other one more time, just for, just for the fact that they do.
It's my thought that they're going to have Aiden English in the shark cage that they used for Ellsworth, except for this time they're just going to hang him like over the parking lot or something, so he really can't interfere.
Let him sing. He just sing during the match. But
we just have him stand at the top and sing the commentary. Ooh.
As much as I believe
Commentary.
all of us here love Rusev Day.
WWE the musical.
Starring Aiden English, Jeff Hardy. Can we get Jericho back?
Elias.
There we go.
As much as we all love Rusev Day,
I swear to God, if this turns up,
I'm
I'm getting my damn tinfoil, and we're starting the
wrapping the studio in tinfoil.
And I'm gonna start my series of the Illuma WWE.
What's the roof of this building made out of?
Aluminum.
Shame we put it on the internet and everything's grabbable there.
Yep.
But Almas and Zelina, they've both been getting pushed. And Rusev, I don't know how you take Rusev from, WWE title match to kickoff show, but WWE did it. I'm going Almas and Zelina.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Almas and Zelina. I think this is gonna be an Aiden English type of a thing.
They could always duct tape him to a chair in the back, and there
That's
you go.
true, They go some Attitude Era and drop a forklift in front of the door of his dressing room so he can't get out.
Just duct taping it.
I mean, when all is said and done, I don't know if this is a proper statistic, but I think Zelina has had the same amount, if not just about the same amount of matches on Smackdown as Almas has had since they debuted.
2.
I think it's 2 and 2 on Smackdown. So I mean,
damn.
Yeah. So going with Almas and Zelina.
I'm gonna go with
I'm
Almas.
sorry, Rusev.
I'm going with Almas and Zelina because of the Aiden English factor. Otherwise, I'd have picked Rusev and Lana.
It seems like, and this is where we all end up being wrong because it's like a red herring. Aiden English.
Maybe this will be the
not
time.
going to be
Today, correctly.
Maybe this is the time he does something right, or he's in a shark cage hanging over the parking lot, so he can't do anything wrong.
Hey.
Make some excitement. He could be out there singing about how sad he is. But now I want him on commentary singing, so that's kind of going to be disappointing if that doesn't happen.
Alright, next up. Finn Balor versus Constable Corbin. Again.
Did they change his name to Constable?
Yes.
He lost Baron? Sorry, your name is now Constable.
These two have had more matches together than, Almas and Zelina combined.
Yeah, seriously.
On main roster.
Can we be done with this feud? I mean, I'm happy that there's something for Finn to do,
but
especially with the title picture.
And
I'm gonna put this one.
has been.
I never liked Baron Corbin.
But Constable Corbin is actually a lot more entertaining.
I just don't want him going after, hey, WWE, be a star. Why is he picking on little people? Is it because of bosses that like bigger guys? But
Stephanie McMahon's Lady Balls. Who knows?
But, so,
Balor for the win.
I'm about to say, it's been,
Balor.
what,
Balor for the
50-50
win.
booking so far between
Yeah,
these
so-
two?
so, you know.
Finn gets the pay-per-view
Yep.
win. It's going to be like
Pay-per-view wins by the numbers.
if there are numbers up there. Next up, the Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander defends against Drew Gulak. Gulak?
Gulak.
If you said it wrong, there are people out there who are going to be so mad at you.
Hi, Liv!
Hi, Liv! I'll pick Drew just to make Liv happy. Hi, Liv!
As much as I love, Cedric, I'm going with Drew on this one because as the principal member of this channel that actually watches 205 Live, yeah, I actually watched the show.
We watched it
Drew
live.
is,
I've watched it live the last 2 weeks.
We've watched it.
Everybody, comes late to the party because it's cool. But Drew is a beast. For being a cruiserweight sized individual, his ground and submission game is pretty sick. And the Gulag, play on words because
Yeah.
it's a thing.
No,
It's a thing.
got
It's a thing. Yeah.
We follow.
Is pretty
Like,
pretty ouchy.
remember, we don't have our current network champion Lucha Loco around here to get lost with when we give like big
I mean,
words
it's been
and
2.5 years. I'm used to having to explain some of this
Yeah.
stuff because of him. So, professionalism and
So,
whatnot.
Cedric's had the belt since WrestleMania, correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go Drew. It's time for the heel to take over, and we'll see what the heels can do. 'Cause he has a group. He had the Bryan Kendrick and Jack Gallagher.
Yeah.
Stood behind him at the podium looking
Looking-
official.
Fierce. And mean.
I can't wait for the PowerPoint presentation after he wins the title.
How he wins. Alright. Next up.
The Miz.
Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Now, as of this filming, we know that Miz agreed because the match had to be made worth his while, but we have not been told yet what
Why?
it was worth for him to agree to it. Might we find that out in 2 days? Might we find out at SummerSlam?
Might there be nothing and Miz just agreed to it.
And Miz just got told to. Either way, hey, check out USA Network. Miz and Mrs. It's an amazing show. We love it.
Don't hire Miz to be your cake delivery boy.
And I'm going to actually go with Ichiban here. Miz for the win.
Miz.
And they're going to push off on Daniel Bryan, eventually getting a big win on Miz.
But where's that big win going to be? Are they going to drag this out to Mania?
YesleMania 2.
In an
I see
18-second
this-
match.
I see this coming down to about 10 pounds of gold and being dragged out to WrestleMania.
Yes. If we have smart booking.
The most must-see WrestleMania.
Alright, next up, the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The New Day!
Robbed the bar.
Kinda did.
Yeah. It was a good match, though.
Yeah, it was, but
And they're
Sorry
going
about
to
the
once
bar.
again challenge the Bludgeon Brothers.
Have the New Day
I don't know,
beaten Legend?
Nobody has
Nobody
beaten
has
the
beaten the
Bludgeon
Bludgeon
Brothers. Nobody. And I don't know, if New Day kind of goes back to a little, playing dirty and being sneaky, they might be able to pull it off, but
I mean, let's just lay it out there. They're gonna have to blur the lines between face and heel
So,
to
you
get this
might-
win if they
They're
do.
gonna need a
one
lot of
might say
tangents.
Yeah.
they might have to lie, cheat, and steal. They might have to pull a little Guerrero tactic
True.
to walk away with the win.
You don't know. Maybe
But-
Luke Harper or Eric Rowan have a gluten allergy, and they just pummel him with pancakes, and he gets a rash and maybe some diarrhea.
So
I'm really disappointed that they haven't used that as a tactic yet.
Seriously.
So there we go.
I kind of feel New Day. There has to be a reason why New Day got this match when you had the likes of the Bar and Sanity involved that haven't actually yet challenged Bludgeon, unless they're just wanting to push it off. But I'll go New Day.
I'm gonna go with the Bludgeon Brothers, but I do think that there's a possibility that this is leaning in the direction of a New Day like heel push, because if you've watched the last few weeks, there's been a lot of attention to the things that they can do other than wrestling in the ring.
They did commentary.
Backstage
hold
interview.
on. WWE. What the shit, guys?
Seriously, 45 minutes.
Just to put a cloth on top of the table. Seriously.
That's sad.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we all went to a Smackdown show.
And New Day was commentary at the start of the show.
So they got a fancy orange table. How cute. How matching. Yay. No.
And it took these guys in suits about 45 minutes. They went through
Like 10
staples.
dudes.
They went through hammer and nails. And finally they went to duct tape. All to get this cloth to stick on top of the table. Seriously?
It was comical.
You know, there's this guy named Bob. He
Bob.
could have done it like that.
Bob
Rosen, the ringmaster. Look him up. He'll help you. All right.
He could have done that in 3 seconds.
Back to New Day. New Day, Bludgeon.
I'll go with New Day. There's 3 members of New Day. There's 3 members of Sanity, and I see that happening.
Ooh. That could happen.
That could happen.
All right. Ouch. Next up, the United States Championship. The charismatic, slightly broken enigma Jeff Hardy challenges the Nutcracker Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship.
I'm not convinced that this is going to be the final match.
I think it's going to be a triple threat.
It's either going to be a triple threat. Orton is a part of this match somewhere, whether officially or unofficially. There's going to be an Orton interference.
I see Hardy winning by disqualification.
That's
Exactly what I was thinking.
That's apparently what we were all thinking, and he just beat us to saying it.
Yeah,
Orton gets involved, and that's gonna separate Hardy into an Orton feud, while Nakamura feuds with someone else for the U.S. title. Maybe R-Truth. He did a good job against him.
He got new ring gear. He's wearing shorts now.
Yep. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Man capris.
So, Hardy for the win via DQ.
Yeah, I don't know that. I know the writing is on the wall for Hardy Orton, possibly a broken Hardy versus Orton, or
Wonderful!
another character from the mind of Jeff Hardy versus Orton. Who knows? But I don't think it's going to be for the title unless Orton is getting back into the U.S. title picture, and not
You
only
know there's
does he
a
want to
weed whacker
destroy-
behind us right now, right? Like in a lampshade.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That would make my day. A little bit of itchweed.
With your knees!
But I don't see this being for the title unless Orton wants to destroy Jeff Hardy and win a belt in the same
Turn those 2 W's sideways, and it's E-E-E. The 3 E's.
Hardy for the win somehow.
Some way. But you'll screw us anyway, and Nakamura will get the win because Orton just like distracts Hardy, and that's it. Alright. The Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler defends against Seth Rollins. One more time.
When is Ambrose back?
Supposedly sometime during that pay-per-view or beyond.
Actually wearing a watch? Not wearing a watch.
Alright, fine. Phone. When is Ambrose returning? Possibly at SummerSlam.
Ziggler has the advantage of Drew McIntyre behind him. Rollins doesn't have that, and I'm wondering, is Ambrose
would
going to
be
be
a hell of an
equalizer?
equalizer, but I'm gonna go with Ziggler because
Ambrose McIntyre.
But I'm going with Ziggler because Ambrose is gonna show up and he's gonna screw Seth. And then we're gonna have a year-long feud that is very, very good, like last time.
Yes.
Only this time, Ambrose is gonna be the heel. Because you gotta make, you gotta make Seth endearing. If he's gonna be the hero.
Like, we love Seth. He's the hero.
I'll go with Ziggler. Ambrose comes back and winds up in a title picture for that belt, and we bump Rollins into another feud. Totally throw it off.
I'm on Ziggler to the retain.
Yep.
That man's walking out with the belt still. Because they want to make him happy.
And he's here to show the world.
Or maybe Drew could help Ziggler win, turn on Ziggler, and there's your feud.
Maybe Drew... Oh, okay, yeah, Drew...
It was getting to the end. There was a feud there. You know, Drew runs in, cheats, gives Ziggler the win, and then turns on Ziggler. And
No, because I like having them as a tag team.
I'd like to see
Yeah,
Drew
they
get a
do
better.
make a-
I'd like to see Drew get a bigger push.
Yeah.
Speaking of tag teams, there's nothing official as of now. But I'm going to look into the future.
Let's
I'm going to kind of
assume.
make a premonition. The B team will be defending the Raw Tag Team titles against the Deleter of Worlds and possibly the Revival. Based on current actions that have occurred on Raw. Which, with that said, God, as much as I love the Deleter of Worlds and Matt Hardy, the B team is just too damn entertaining.
This is the most amazing that Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas have been since their initial rebrandings. You know, Bo in NXT and Curtis Axel as a Paul Heyman guy
that got the Intercontinental Championship.
That's right.
I'm glad they found something for the two of them to do.
So,
Yeah.
but then I feel bad for the Revival because they were this kind of unstoppable team on NXT, but then ever since they came up to Raw,
It's been the injury trend.
Yeah.
As soon as one of them is healed and cleared, the other one gets injured and is out for months.
It's like the
And
Motor
because-
City, the Wolves,
I mean-
Revival.
And I give them credit and all, because when one is injured, the other one doesn't want a singles push. They want to stay the tag team. And unfortunately, that's kind of hurt them. The Revival were legit. Now they're just going to find a way to make a name for themselves again. Unfortunately.
This is not going to be the
This is
place.
not going to be the place. B team for the win.
I'm going to say B team on the fact that I'd like to see Deleter of
we're
Worlds
sorry, Matt.
go somewhere else, do other things. Matt has really been hinting, and by hinting I mean flat out saying his career is coming to an end. I think it's time to give him a bigger push for the final however long we have.
Maybe
Matt Hardy.
something in the cosmos of universes.
You're
Let
sending
him-
him to space?
Yes.
Let
Someone has to go get the goddamn Universal Championship.
Oh, dude, that could be a lot of fun teleporting scenes. Yes, that could.
Where's Brock? I'm trying to find him.
Have you
Get to
seen the Borg laser?
Have you seen this beast?
Yes, I have seen him. Wonderful!
But it was like 4 months ago.
Not so wonderful.
You shall be deleted! Alright.
Matt needs a bigger push. Bray has a longer career ahead of him, can support Matt, help Matt. Great promos there.
Yeah, as much as I love the woken broken gimmick, it makes so much sense for them to be, paired up with Bray Wyatt because the tag team life is a little bit easier on the body.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But if the belt only shows up every 6 months, that's not a lot of strain on that either.
And he can color coordinate with the Raspberry Jam title.
He can.
Yes.
Alright.
His whole family can.
Yes.
Next up. A triple threat for the SmackDown Women's Championship because god damn it, you all had to put Flair in there. Carmella defends against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Becky doesn't want to walk out. If Becky does not walk out of there as women's champion, I'm going to be very disappointed.
He's gonna jump through the television and beat people.
I'm going to
It's gonna
port
be really
into
exciting.
there and bitch slap y'all. You have Becky go through every woman on SmackDown and then beat Carmella to earn her shot. Charlotte comes back and it's, oh, if Charlotte can beat Carmella, you can have one more chance. Okay.
Carmella's going to retain, and this is going to lead to a Becky versus Charlotte blood feud that
Evolution.
culminates at Evolution.
I think Becky's going to have have it in her hands. Basically, the 2 count, and Charlotte's going to do something that's going to allow Carmella with a quick roll up on one of them, and boom, done.
Yeah.
Or Becky will go for the pin. Charlotte will knock her out. Charlotte steals the win, and that sets up the blood feud at Evolution.
I think from the writer's perspective, a blood feud between 2 of the 4 horsewomen doesn't need the title involved in it. They can settle their differences, and they can highlight someone else. Hell, give Naomi another shot at the title. I really liked the glow belt. That was cool. It's nifty.
Like, she's their go-to at house shows.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up, the Raw Women's Championship. With the goddess herself, Alexa Bliss, defending against Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Everyone knows where this is going.
Most likely
a dusty finish. Alexa Bliss for the win.
There went the Smackdown the SummerSlam card. We now no longer know any of the matches that are happening. The
Because
brain.
you know what?
The
It
brain
wouldn't be a
fell.
damn prediction video if the phone didn't fall.
That is true. It's kind of like a staple for our stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, Bliss for the win. Nia Jax or somebody's gonna get involved, and
We have, between here and Evolution, WWE makes a pit stop at Hell in a Cell.
Shouldn't they haven't? No, they only have one pay-per-view? Oh, they have the Australia as the other.
yeah, the Super Showdown.
So, I feel like Ronda's is going to have the belt on her, but by the time we get to Evolution. So I kind of go with Ronda here. Alexa gets her rematch at Hell in the Cell. And then it sets up, maybe we go back to Ronda and Nia one more time at
See, I'm doing
Evolution.
the exact opposite. Bliss, skin of her teeth, then meets Ronda in the Hell in a Cell, and then, gets eaten alive because she's got no place to run.
nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Do you think Evolution is going to be Ronda versus Bliss, or do you think it's going to be... My thought is the Evolution, the Raw Women's title match is going to be bigger than that. It's not going to be one-on-one.
Yeah.
Maybe triple threat or 4...
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well,
They need other matches for the show, so it can't be everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're calling it how it is, the Raw Women's Championship is going to be the main event.
Yeah, most likely. Come on. It's Raw. Raw's the A show.
Exactly.
So,
on technicality, it would be the more prestigious title because before it was the Raw Women's title, it was just the Women's title.
here's one thing. Is another reason I'm going to go say Ronda is you just had her have the so close yet so far finish against Nia at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I don't see them pulling that again on Ronda.
I still say this. This is about halfway through August. That was probably the most violent use of a Money in the Bank briefcase in the history of Money in the Bank briefcases.
It was used for a beatdown.
Yeah.
Can
don't
use
see
it
that
next
from the
year.
briefcase.
You literally lived up to the tagline of 5 Feet of Fury. The angry strikes with that briefcase, and you think about everybody else that's held the briefcase and used it as a weapon before. It was used more times in that little bit of time by Alexa Bliss than all the others combined. And it was a good ending.
It was a good ending. It was a good catch-in.
Good job.
So, we're all torn on that one. Which, hey, it happens. Now, another heartbreak match. From Smackdown is the WWE Championship. It's AJ Styles defending against Samoa Joe.
Oh, ow. Yeah.
God damn, I want Joe to actually get a win, but it's Styles, man.
These are 2 people who have wrestled each other forever. And ever. And will
And
probably wrestle each other in the final match of their careers.
Yeah.
Hopefully
yeah.
a long time from now.
But let's lay out what we do know. It's not October yet, and WWE 19 has not released yet.
And
So-
the cover boy.
And the cover boy is not losing his title before that game comes out.
My thought for Styles was everyone else he's had to go against have gone against him many times, like Nakamura many times, and couldn't beat
Yeah.
him. Are you gonna have Joe do it in the first go round? I mean, is it going to be Joe in the future? I think so.
I mean, if you listen to
But
the rumors and
not
stuff
the
like
first
that,
time.
Vince, insert, jokes about big sweaty men. But Vince
likes
is
AJ Styles.
he really likes AJ Styles, and that's like some blasphemy. I mean, he was the poster boy of the company that shall not be mentioned in the WWE universe. So, I mean,
But has been mentioned. Footage has been aired.
Mm-hmm.
It has been acknowledged. With an asterisk on the side.
Yeah. In the grand scheme of how much footage they could use,
Yeah.
this much has been utilized.
yeah. So I mean,
I have to say AJ, because I don't think Joe's going to get it on the first try. I'm
Sorry,
not
Joe,
ruling
but-
it out. Joe's going to get it, but it's not going to be AJ on the first try, because how many other people tried and tried and tried on AJ and did not succeed? Granted, Joe
It's like,
probably
do
knows AJ better than any other wrestler in that company.
Do it in Australia. Do it when it be
Yeah.
big. Do
Yeah.
a big shocker. Alright. These two I saved for the end because they coincide with one another. First is the match for the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Oh.
Braun Strowman defends his briefcase against Kevin Owens. If Braun loses this match in any way, shape, or form, KO walks out Mr. Money in the Bank.
I see this one being the actual opening match of the pay-per-view, and KO walks out with the briefcase.
If it's not the opening match, you kind of know who the winner is, because otherwise it
Yeah.
really stinks. The cash.
Like it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It really...
It's Braun. Braun's the guy on Raw right now. Braun's one of the people you tune on to watch.
And that is why he is going to lose the briefcase, because that man does not need the dastardly heel, one-off that is the Money in the Bank. He doesn't need to, sideline and, distract and cash in.
However, if anyone is going to defeat Alexa Bliss's briefcase beating, it would be Braun.
But
Who can Hulk that thing apart in
let's
one second.
let's pause it.
Two different pieces.
You
and
say
just bang,
you
bang,
say
bang, bang.
heelish,
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
heelish tactics.
Mhm.
But at the end of the night, when you have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship,
If you don't do something exciting in that match, everyone's
And
going to walk out before it's
we're
over to
all
beat
kinda
the traffic.
it's past 11. What the
Never
hell?
been in traffic in New York. Those people are leaving early.
Yeah.
And so no matter who wins that match, or even as it just gets close to the end, and all of a sudden you just hear, Braun! Everyone's gonna get on their feet. And it doesn't matter if it's Braun
When
or
it comes
KO.
to the close of the match, it doesn't matter whose music hits.
Everyone's
It's gonna get everybody
But
on their feet.
KO's supposed to be the heel. So do you want the heel being cheered as the savior of the night to come get cash, to do the cash in?
So here's my question. If they're really gonna pull the trigger on this, from now on, we can't call it being D-Bride. It'll have to be being Reigns.
It's already
Because
raised.
because
it happened at
happened
TLC,
with
and
Sheamus.
now this.
I
And it
know,
actually
if
happened
it's-
3 times. When he won, when
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus cashed in.
Mm-hmm.
The WrestleMania match against Brock when Seth Rollins cashed in and he pinned Roman. He didn't technically lose the belt, but he lost because of cash in. So this would be the 3rd time.
Here's an idea. So Strowman wins the match with KO and announces at that point, I'm turning in my briefcase and the main event's a triple threat. Do it face style. Announce your intentions.
He could do that one.
Change
That's
the
true.
match.
That's very
I mean,
true.
he could be...
You're on more of a triple threat kick for this pay-per-view than WWE seems to be.
My thought is he's a face, and if he holds
She's
it...
trying to get people pay-per-view paydays, man.
Does Braun get two if he does that? If he does the match and he's in the match? I don't know how that works.
Do I get paid double?
No.
Can I wear your blazer?
Yeah.
But there's my 5. If
You didn't know where I was going with that one. I don't know this one.
I ain't paying you.
I probably, yeah. Why not have Braun cash it in as a face and announce his intentions? I'll be in the main event. Here we go.
That'll be another third.
That'll keep people
That would be the
in
third time ever with that.
And that would be cool. My fear with KO, and as much as I like KO, and as much as I would be okay with him becoming the first 2-time Universal Champion, my fear is he would like cash in. It will be announced he's the winner. Roman just spear the hell out of him, and that's how Roman would win. And that saves Brock from being pinned. I feel like if KO gets the case, he's not going to be a successful
He's gonna be
cash
the victim.
I mean, that would be a third one of those too, right? Wow, we're all on to 3s, man.
It's a magic number for SummerSlam.
Because there's only been 2 failed cash-ins?
Damien Sandow
Yeah.
and John Cena!
So yeah, it is SummerSlam
Wait,
by the numbers.
Wait, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
So we're already at 3.
Baron Corbin doesn't exist.
He's now Constable
Corbin.
who never cashed in anything.
So,
No.
so that cash in, etch a sketch. Shh, 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 shh. Control Alt Delete. It never happened.
How long have you had that in your back pocket?
Just now.
You're getting better with the wit.
So,
I really thought you were gonna whack your head into this. That would be great.
all right.
Great television there.
Braun wins, and somehow at the end of the night, Braun wins. That would just, start the show off. Braun wins. Finish show. Braun wins. Everyone goes home happy.
I think you would keep people in their seats through the end of a main event of a very long show if they knew Braun is in the main event. And you're really angry people if everyone sits there till the end for Braun to show up and he doesn't.
If it's gonna be Braun, I liked your idea, where he does it face style and just everybody's got a couple hours to.
Mentally.
I know where Brock's gonna be at the end of the night. I'm cashing in for a triple threat.
And that's a good
How
point too.
How awesome would that be? So you make it a triple threat. Well, there's no disqualifications in a triple threat, right? So Brock just doesn't show up. Braun and Roman. There's no countouts. There's no 2/3 of the competitors there. Kurt's just like ring the freaking bell.
They go on a treasure hunt to find him backstage.
Yeah.
Brock, your match is going on. It can't take place without me. It is.
Yeah, it can.
Right now.
Yeah, it can.
What?
It could happen. Because, anything can happen in the WWE
and
universe.
with a triple threat, KO could come running out against him. Lashley could come show up, which Lashley is not on the card anywhere.
Are you saying we're going to have a brouhaha?
That's worse than the Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley pinned
Main
Roman
event.
freaking Reigns last pay-per-view, and now he's not even on the fucking card.
We don't know. He could be in the kickoff show come Monday. We haven't seen the Raw.
That's fucking worse. He's on the kickoff show against probably Elias. On the kickoff.
Oh, no!
The full WWE.
Or they're going to sing together. That could happen.
We saw what happened last time they tried to sing together. It wasn't nice. But seriously.
Elias and Bobby Lashley are going to be doing everyone's theme music for the night. It's going to be really exciting.
We talked about this guy that could return. Dean Ambrose could return, and, if we were going to go with a heel Ambrose, cost Reigns.
There's a spot for him.
So, shit. There you go, WWE. Take this one. Tinfoil's off. Triple threat.
I swear to God, if Lesnar retains,
He's
this
jumping
will
through
be
the TV.
ridiculous.
He's going to jump through the TV.
But it's plausible.
It is.
Because his availability to go back to the UFC isn't until, late December. He could still retain.
which would still make Dolph Ziggler the most important champion on Raw right now. So, that's it. We're closing this show. Everyone, please, WWE Network, check out SummerSlam. Let's see how well we did. And we'll see you next time. Until then, I am the SKF Effect. I'm with Itchy Taff Punk.
This
Itchy
guy.
Taff Punk. I like that. Rhiannon. See you next time. Like.
Share.
Subscribe. Oh, see you later.
There you go.
I don't give a damn. I'm the man.